projected start dates. I wanted to show you.
For the foundation on Monday?
Yeah, Tuesday at the latest.
Well, it's 2 days ahead of schedule, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and then we can get started on the preliminary plumbing. And then I was hoping that if we get the...
Whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that we are actually ahead of schedule?
Yeah. Yeah, and I wanted to go over the day-to-day breakdown with you in more detail, as before I actually get it typed up for distribution. Because
Hold it.
What?
You're not giving me a chance. Thank you.
What?
All this great work you're doing.
Gee, you don't have to thank me. I'm your partner. It's my job.
Yes, I know, but this is kind of above and beyond. I just wanted to show my appreciation.
Well, you have a very unprofessional way of showing that.
Well, I've got an idea. What do you say we shut this place down and get real unprofessional for a while?
John? Crew is waiting outside.
What are you doing, trying to be sensible?
I am, because one of the guys is headed here right now. Seriously.
Oh, that's just... All right, I better be going. But what do you say we get together for lunch and try this unprofessional business again?
You're on. What did you forget?
Not a thing.
Russ.
I'm leaving for New York today. I wanted you to know.
New York?
Yes. I'm going to find Josie. I want to see my daughter.
Yeah, the trade winds are gently ruffling the palm fronds. And let me see. Oh, yeah, my. The Caribbean is its usual brilliant crystal blue. Another ho-hum day here in paradise.
Oh, Cass, it sounds like you got some tough duty down there.
Oh, I'm telling you, Stace, it's hell, but somebody's got to do it.
Well, look, I hate to drag you away from all of that, Cass, especially since you only have a few hours left.
Don't worry, Frankie, I'll make the most of them.
Right. Well, there are some new developments in the Lucas case. That's why I needed to speak to you.
Tell me about them, all right? That's one thing about doing nothing. Your brain turns to papaya.
Cass?
Are you there?
Hello, Cass?
Cut off.
What are you doing here?
Your back is so warm.
Hands are freezing. Get them off me.
I'm just trying to get dry.
Did you ever hear of a towel?
Didn't bring one. I thought a hug would do.
Oh, no, Allie. I'm ready to
If
stop.
you don't give me a hug, guess where you're going?
You are not going to throw me in that towel.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
No.
And it's cold, too. You're right. You guessed it.
Dare.
Then get over here, put your arms around me, dry me off. Otherwise, in the pool. Now, was that so bad?
I'm soaking wet. Now I have to go change my shirt.
What a shame.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you two. Time out. Mom, good morning.
Morning.
Listen, you two had already gone to bed last night. Something happened. I wanted to fill you in.
Jamie, what are you doing here so early? Did you spend the night?
I've moved in.
With Stephen? Oh, Jamie. Good.
I just hope Mom doesn't really mind having two toddlers hanging around the house.
Oh, I'm going to love it.
Allie's gonna love it, too.
I was wondering something. What does Vicky feel about all this?
Yeah, well, if Jamie thinks he can take Stephen away from me, he's got another thing coming.
Michael, what are we going to do? He took Stephen. Why did you let him do that?
I was in shock, Mother. I didn't realize it was actually happening.
Well, he's not going to get away with this. Tell her that he's not going to get away with this.
I already went over to the Corys, but they practically sexed the dogs on me.
Well, we have to help her. We have to do something to help this child.
I called a lawyer.
Who?
This guy's name is Kenneth Martin.
I know Kenneth Martin, but he's a divorce lawyer.
No, he also handles child custody. He's going to be over here in a few minutes.
Poor Stephen, he's probably
Please don't.
hysterical. He's an innocent
Mom,
victim. He's wondering
I
where
can't
he's gone.
think about that right now.
Well, I'm going to call Rachel. Surely she could not.
No, I don't want you to do anything. I want to know where you stand.
Where we stand? How could you ask
I
us
am
where we
talking to Dad. Now, I know you haven't approved of the way I've handled things lately. But are you on my side?
Of course he's on your side. He's your father.
Are you going to support me? Are you going to help me get Stephen back?
You're going to New York?
Yes, I need to talk to my daughter.
And what about what she needs?
Josie needs to be told the truth.
No, not that way. Not from you, Russ.
Forget it. I've made
No,
up my
Russ,
mind.
wait,
Shut up.
please. Don't you think it would be better if you and I talked to her together? It would be easier for her.
Easier for you is what you mean.
No, my only concern is for my daughter.
Oh, I find that very hard
Russ,
to
she has
believe.
been my whole life. She's more important to me than anyone.
Well, then why the hell have you lied to her for so long?
I have suffered enough from my mistakes, and so has my daughter. That's why you will agree not to say anything to her until she's home. And the three of us can sit down together and talk this out. Russ,
You are not making the rules, not any longer.
Russ, she will be devastated.
Well, I'll take that risk.
Russ, wait, please.
I'll be in touch.
Russ, just hear me out.
Charlene, what's going on? What do you want?
I don't know. I didn't think things with Russ could get any worse, but they have.
Who cares what Vicky thinks?
Amanda.
She is Stephen's mother, Amanda.
Biologically.
Oh, come on.
Since when do you sit in judgment on my brother?
That's not what I'm doing.
Jamie has as much a right to raise this child as Vicky does.
Oh, so she should have no say at all, is that it?
Not after the way she's jerked everyone around.
That's not the point.
No, it isn't the point.
The point is, she's probably relieved. Now she can have her freedom.
How could she be relieved, Amanda?
She's not relieved. She's very angry and upset.
She'll get over it.
I don't think she'll get over it, Amanda. She wants Stephen back.
She's Stephen's mother. She wants to be a part of his life, and she has a right to. Jamie is perfectly willing to give her ample visitation rights.
Not custody, I hope.
No, never that. I will never give her custody of Stephen.
You won't have to, Jamie. Nobody in their right mind would choose Vicky over you.
I hope you're right.
Stephen is very lucky to have you. And I'm very glad that you've made this step. Sam will be too, once he thinks about it.
Please, please, don't tell me what I will be.
Oh, Sam, she's just being protective of her brother.
I know that. Look, I don't want you to get the impression that I'm not on your side. I'm just not on anybody's side.
I know that.
I remember a time when Vicky was a good friend to Amanda and me.
So do I.
I'm sorry your marriage has to end in a custody battle. I'm sorry it has to end at all.
I'm sorry, too. It seems like only a few months ago when everything would... Yeah, right. Never mind. That doesn't do any good.
It doesn't do any good. The important thing is we're a family. We take care of each other.
I'm counting on that.
Yep. And as long as we're together, we can get through it. We can handle anything.
Including Vicky.
Dad, are you going to help me?
You know, you're right, Victoria. I have not approved of the way you've handled things lately. But I will be damned if I will let Jamie take your son from you.
Oh, God.
We are going to fight for Stephen with everything we have. And I want you to know that I know you've been alone through most of this, but not anymore. We are going to fight, and we are going to win.
I knew you'd be with us.
But I want you to know that I'm not behind you because of what Jamie has done.
You don't think he's justified in what he
No,
did?
I don't, Donna. I just want you to know That's not why I'm supporting you.
You're supporting her because you're her
Donna?
father and...
Stop. I'm supporting you 100% because I've watched you the past few months. And I think you make the best mother in the world. You make a great parent, and you deserve to have your son with you.
Oh, God, I love you.
Yes, she does. And she will.
Hello, how are you? Hi, how are you? Please come in. Victoria told us that you called.
Hi, Michael Hudson. This is my daughter, Victoria. You
Hi.
met my wife, Donna.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Hudson.
Well, thank you for coming over so quickly.
Now you've been filled in on all the details.
Victoria, I interviewed her over the phone.
And what do you think?
I think we have an excellent chance.
My husband is from the most powerful family in Bay City.
One of the most powerful families in Bay City. Thank you very much. The Hudsons can play hardball, too. Now, what's next?
Okay, I've drawn up a complaint.
All
And I just
right.
need you to sign a few papers,
Oh,
Victoria.
show me where.
Okay. There's an X at the bottom of each copy.
Yep,
Here.
thank you.
And as soon as we have that out of the way, you can begin the process to reclaim your son.
Come here, Allie. Guess what? You're no longer the low rung on the totem pole. There's actually somebody here who's smaller than you are. Look, baby Stephen.
And they might even let you boss him around a little bit, too.
Well, maybe for a year or so. Oh, she's gonna love having him. We all are.
Come in here, whatever the hell I want to come in here. I have a right to see my son.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Corey. They just forced their way in here and...
Oh, my God.
You are not wanted.
I am his mother, Amanda.
Down. Just
You can't just come barging into this house
Amanda,
like
let's
this.
find out what's going on.
I think I've already figured that out.
That's him.
Amanda, please.
Thank you.
Have to appear in court in a little over an hour.
Today?
The court is seeking a temporary injunction to order Jamie to return Stephen to his home
No way.
until a permanent custody hearing can be had.
This gives me no time to prepare.
Well, that's exactly how I felt last night when you took my baby away from me.
Oh, your baby.
Yes, Jamie, I am his mother, and I deserve to be with
And a good mother you are, too. You didn't even know who his father was until a week ago.
Jamie, stop it. Enough of it. Who's representing you?
Kenneth Martin.
Oh, perfect. He gives new meaning to the word shyster.
Amanda.
Victoria is here because she is Stephen's mother. She's going to fight for him, and the Hudson family will stand behind her 100%. Now, let's go.
Honey, you are gonna be home with your mommy before this day is through. I love you.
We'll see you in court.
Well, she certainly got a hearing quickly.
Just take care of Stephen from there. I'm going to call Stacy.
You don't think there's a chance that Vicky could win, do you, Mom? Mom?
What?
Vicky, you don't think she could have any kind of chance?
Of course she could.
But Jamie will win.
I think you better.
What?
The way Vicky is feeling right now. If she wins, she will do everything she can to keep Jamie from that baby.
Business.
Of course.
You came all the way to St. Martin on business?
And you don't believe me?
Well, St. Martin is hardly the hub of the art world, Caroline.
There is such a thing as Caribbean archery.
And you came all the way here on sort of a scouting expedition, is that it?
Exactly.
Well, that is quite a coincidence, isn't it?
I was walking along the beach and I really thought that my eyes were playing tricks.
No, no tricks. It's me.
It's rather a pleasant surprise.
How long are you planning to scout around?
Actually, I've finished. I'm heading back to Bay City on the afternoon flight.
No.
What?
Well, that's my flight.
Remarkable.
That's incredible.
Well, it's great for me, you know, because I hate flying alone.
I'll bet you do.
And why are you looking at me like that for?
I'm flattered. It's my flattered look.
And how are you flattered?
Well, I mean, a beautiful woman follows me all the way down to the Caribbean.
Now, let's not jump to any outrageous conclusions, okay?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of jumping.
If I followed you down, and if being the underlined word, can you really say that you're not happy to see me? You're looking rather rosy, Katz.
Rather rosy?
Red. Sunburn.
Nutmeg brown. It's the result of 2 weeks of basking.
Well, I was going to offer to, put some suntan lotion on you if you like.
Oh, you were you?
Because the sun can be very deceptive, Tom.
Can it?
And if we're not careful, we can end up with permanent skin damage. We wouldn't want that, would we?
No, we would not want that. No, definitely not.
Well, then, why don't you turn over? I want to work on your back first. That's right. Now. How does that feel? Cool?
That's not the first word that pops into my mind.
Good.
Oh, you have wonderful hands, Caroline.
What do you say if we, get out of the sun entirely and, go inside?
Why, Caroline, whatever you suggesting.
Darling, there's sometimes in the islands some very mysterious and wonderful things happen.
What, do they have special hours for the phone down there?
Just give it a break, Frankie.
I can't even get the overseas operator back.
Cass is gonna be home this afternoon.
I need to speak to him before then. Oh, come on, St. Martin.
Stacy.
Hi, Derek.
Hi, Frankie.
Oh, there's still no answer, so I guess I can call back in a few minutes. In the meantime, I think I should... What did I do with those papers? I think I left them in the other room. I think I'll go in there.
So what are you doing?
I wanted to see you, talk to you.
About what?
Yesterday,
Yeah, I'm listening.
I put my foot in it again, and I'm sorry.
You can trust me. When are you gonna believe that?
I do believe it. It's just that when I start talking with you, the words get in the way of how I feel.
How do you feel?
One thing I don't want is to keep starting and stopping with you.
I don't want that either. Winthrop and Edwards. Jamie. So why the hell didn't anybody notify me? Okay, no, I'll meet you at the courthouse in front of the judge's chambers. I'm leaving right now. Right. Bye. I gotta go.
You have to go talk to Jamie.
It's an emergency. I'd like to explain.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
Where's Stace?
Gone.
Everything okay?
We're so different.
What?
Stacy and me.
So what?
So it always comes down to that. You know, I'm whatever I am, and she's this lawyer with clients like Jamie.
Hey, Jamie's my cousin, and he's having a little bit of trouble right now, that's all. He's not after Stacy.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the problem?
I think it's pretty obvious, Frankie. A lady lawyer and somebody like me.
Oh. Hey, hang in there, handsome. When two people like each other as much as you two do, what else matters, huh?
You should see him. He's so angry.
Does he have any idea what this might do to Josie?
I don't think he cares, Sean. You know, if he does go to New York and he does find
Now,
her...
that's highly unlikely.
But if he does, he's going to make me look even worse to her.
Did he say that to you?
No, he didn't say that. He didn't have to. He will accuse me of trying to deprive my daughter of her father. He will accuse me of all sorts of things, John.
And you're going to have to be the one to tell her.
John, he's on his way to New York
Then
now.
we will go to New York, too. This is your daughter we're talking about. You've spent way too much time trying to make things right with Josie. You can't let Russ stop you now.
You're right, I can't.
Good. Then let's go get packed. Come on.
No.
What do you mean, no? You just agreed with me.
I should go alone, John.
Charlene, I've told you, you don't have to do anything alone
John,
anymore.
you can't leave your job at the hospital.
Sure I can.
No, John, Russ would love to get you on something like that.
I can handle Russ.
I will stand a better chance if it's just me.
You're wrong, Charlene.
Then I'm wrong. It won't be the first time.
Why don't you let me...
No, John. Besides, you've got to stay here and keep us ahead of schedule, right?
Right. You better get going.
I love you. I'll call you as soon as I get to New York.
Yeah.
And take the pills.
John. Hi.
Courtney, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm sorry to bother you, but...
Oh, bother. Come on in.
A vase was stolen from your brother's apartment yesterday. A real pricey vase.
Yeah? What's it got to do with me?
Well, I'm interested in one of your employees. I need to ask you a few questions about Derek Dane.
This is a juvenile court hearing.
But not a trial.
No, nothing like it. The judge will ask Vicky what her reasons are for wanting to have care and control of Stephen.
But shouldn't she have had some time to prepare for all of this?
No, all you have to do is be honest and sincere. I wanted to catch the other side unaware.
Hey, now what about Jamie?
He'll give a statement, too.
Well, how is this not like a trial?
Well, lawyers are not allowed to object, nor is there any cross-examination allowed.
That means the judge makes the final decision?
About who gets custody?
Temporary custody. And visitation rights will also be allowed the other parent.
Well, what about the decision on permanent custody?
A date will be set for the full custody hearing.
Now, what are Victoria's chances of walking out of here today with Stephen?
Oh, God.
The odds are generally with the mother.
Oh, I can't let them take my baby away from me.
Listen, you've been the primary nurturer since birth, okay? The judge is certainly going to take that into consideration.
Well, did they call witnesses? I mean, can I make a statement?
No, not today. Listen, I have to caution all of you. Anything can happen in a case like this, all right? It's terribly important that you present a calm appearance to the court, Vicky.
All right. Anything I have to do, I'll do.
Where do we sit?
Right over here. Listen, you're gonna be fine. All you have to do is tell the truth, okay?
I know, there's just a lot at stake here, Stacy.
Rachel? Evelyn, well, this is an unexpected pleasure.
I had no idea you were presiding.
I was so terribly sorry about Mac.
Oh, thank you for your very gracious note. Now tell me, are you going to...
The judge knows Rachel. They are friends. I don't believe this. Can't we get somebody else?
Ridiculous. Be
She's going to
patient.
be
You're too
prejudiced.
If she does give an unfavorable ruling, we'll just appeal later. But for now, we're stuck, okay?
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. I assume your attorneys have briefed you all about this hearing?
You're Your Honor, I've done the best I can, but my client only found out about this 1 hour ago.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Well, then we can proceed. In the matter of Frame versus Frame. Now, this court is considering an arrangement for temporary custody for Stephen Michael Frame.
So you sent Dane over to the Hudsons, right?
Right, to pick up some plans for the hospice. My brother's on the board, and I wanted to check out some changes we're making.
How long was it before Mr. Dane returned?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't watching the clock. 45 minutes.
How well do you know Derek?
Not well, but he's a good worker. Trustworthy.
Okay. Listen, if anything should come up, give me a call, okay?
Sure will.
Thank you for your time.
You're more than welcome.
I know what you're trying to do.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough to figure you out.
What's going on?
She's trying to shake me. She's trying to get me to quit and leave town. But I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I was ravenous.
Yes, you were. And come to think of it, I was rather ravenous myself.
Exercise always makes me hungry.
It certainly was wonderful bumping into you, Caroline. Here's to, let's see, what should we make this?
Caribbean art.
Yes, here's to Caribbean art. Chance encounters.
Where you going?
Inside to pack.
So soon?
Yes, I'm afraid so soon. Oh, excuse me.
Been wrong with the lines. How did we get cut off before?
You didn't hang up on me, did you? Cass? Are you there?
Now, Mrs. Frame, I'd like you to tell me your story in your own words.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, take your time. I'm in no hurry.
I've never been married before, so I thought this marriage was going to last forever. Jamie has been married before, though. I'm his third wife, so I guess a divorce doesn't mean that much to him.
Mrs. Frame, this court is interested in you and Stephen. Your relationship with your son. Now, will you please tell us about that?
Yes.
Proceed, Mrs. Frame.
Stephen wasn't the kind of child that slept through the night right away. It took a while. But he does now. I bring him in to my bed with me, and he lies beside me. He usually gets up around 5 or 6. And he's ready for his bottle. And so I change him, and he has his bottle. And then things are usually real quiet. And he's ready for his breakfast. I've just started him on fruit. He really likes apricots and pears. Then, after his breakfast, I usually put him in a stroller. And we go out for a nice long walk. And if the weather is bad outside, we come inside and play. He really likes music boxes. And he has a frog that he really likes to shake. And I just sit there and watch. Wondering how lucky I am to be his mother. And what a wonderful son he is. He's my son. Your Honor, I am not perfect. I have so much to learn about raising a child. But I love my son. And I miss him so much. My house is empty without him. I want him back. I deserve to have my son back with me.
Russ, wait.
What do you want?
I'm going with you to New York.
Don't be ridiculous. That's impossible.
Like hell it is.
Courtney is just doing her job. It's routine. Nobody wants you to quit. Nobody wants you to leave.
All my life, I just kept on bouncing around, you know.
I've done a little bouncing around myself.
Well, I figured it was the only way to go. Stay loose, never get tied down.
Has a familiar ring to it.
Yeah, but now the idea of setting up in one place...
That doesn't sound all that bad, does it?
Maybe not.
Bay City isn't all that bad. Believe me, I've seen a lot worse.
I don't want to bring any trouble down on frame construction.
Why don't you let me worry about frame construction?
No, you don't understand. My life is complicated.
How?
Well, I haven't lived a regular life.
So who has?
Seriously.
Well, I am serious. Look, Derek, I don't know you that well, but I do have an instinct about people, especially people who have spent most of their life running.
You know, I can't guarantee I'm not going to run again.
Hey, listen, you do what you have to do. I'm not going to tell you how to run your life. But I can tell you this. Staying on the outside can be kind of rough. It's not a gentle world out there.
Gentle.
Why don't you give it a shot here in Bay City? You know, let yourself be opened up to a few things and a few more people. I know you got problems, but you do seem to have some friends. There's no substitute for friends.
All right, let's start from if you will refer to.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, if you will please refer to the folders in front of you, or you will find... What will they find?
The agenda for today's meeting. Look, let's not do this now, okay?
I'm sorry, Sam, I just can't concentrate.
Yeah, you're a wreck.
Well, can you blame me?
It's not doing you any good.
What if they take that baby away from Jamie?
Whatever happens, Amanda, Jamie will have the opportunity to be a fantastic father to his child.
Sure.
Why do you doubt that?
I just can't believe that Jamie and I were both such terrible judges of character.
You're not going to blame yourself for this one, are you?
I sang her praises. I was the one that convinced Jamie that she was the woman for him. I thought she was devoted to him.
Maybe she was.
She had an affair with Jake McKinney.
She only slept with Jake once.
Can you believe that?
I have no reason not to.
Okay, even if it was only once, how much better does that make it?
She and Jamie were split up at the time.
So she says.
Look, even if they weren't,
What?
she and Jake slept together once. That doesn't necessarily mean that she didn't love Jamie.
You don't think this is wrong?
Sure. I think it was wrong. But I also think it was very human. Now, why are you so furious about this?
She accused Jake McKinnon of rape.
Dr. Frame.
I'm not saying this to defame Vicky, Your Honor. But her deception is a primary reason for these proceedings. She used Stephen to deceive people.
How?
She knew that I might not be Stephen's father, and she didn't tell me. I found out by default, and it put a distance between me and my son. I was afraid to see him. Afraid that it would turn out he wasn't mine, and that I might lose him forever. I was deprived of the right to bond with my son, which is why I welcome this hearing. I want my son to grow up in a home that values honesty and trust and openness. Vicky used her pregnancy to get me to marry her. And now, I'm afraid that she might continue to use Stephen to get at me. Or worse, she might use the same kind of deception on my child.
You have made that point, Dr. Frame.
Vicky, you mentioned my previous marriages, and she was quite accurate about that. But she was wrong. She's wrong if she thinks a divorce doesn't mean anything to me. I have learned from my mistakes. I'm a better person for them. And I think a better parent. I love Stephen very much. And I can't imagine a more wonderful child. Until the court sets a hearing to decide permanent custody, I ask you to allow me this chance to get to know my son.
Thank you, Dr. Frame. I'm ready to make my decision.
Caroline, you're still here. Well, I thought you'd be packing. Our flight leaves in less than an hour.
Brilliant idea.
And I have a feeling you're going to share it with me.
I called the airlines.
Yeah?
There's a space on tomorrow's flight. Why don't we have a layover?
A layover?
My room's available for another night.
You don't mean to tell me.
What do you think about it, Kaz? Why don't we extend this vacation?
Into you, Charlene.
Josie is still my daughter. I will be there when you talk to her.
This is just going to confuse her.
And you don't think it'll confuse her if I'm not there?
Well, I don't know, but...
I do. Josie is my daughter. I know her better than anyone. I will sleep on the streets if I have to. I will follow you day and night, whatever I have to do to be there when you find her.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, come along.
Thank you.
These decisions are rarely easy, and this one is particularly difficult, since it's obvious how much you both love your son. But a decision has to be made, and mine is this. Temporary custody to Dr. Frame. Quiet, please. Generous visitation rights to Mrs. Frame. Details to be worked out. and a full custody hearing scheduled for the earliest possible court date. This hearing is adjourned.
I don't believe it.
It's only temporary.
And we're going to win in the full custody hearing, right, Kenneth?
We have an excellent case for final custody, and I'll make sure we're thoroughly prepared, so...
You see, darling?
Hang in there.
You see?
Don't worry. It'll all work out.
No.
No what?
I am tired of trying to do the right thing while the Coreys walk all over me.
Vicky?
Jamie? Proud of yourself?
Proud isn't the word.
Funny, your mother knowing the judge.
If you're finished.
I haven't even started. My lawyer is going to make damn sure that the judge at the final court hearing isn't one of your mother's cronies.
That had nothing to do with anything.
It had a lot to do with it, Dr. Frame. You see, when you were up there saying all those rotten things about me, something inside me snapped. Any feelings I ever had for you died. I don't love you anymore, Jamie.
I don't know if you ever did.
In fact, I hate you. If you thought that I was tough before, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Don't turn this into a circus, Vicky.
You turned it, Jamie.
This is pointless.
This is everything. Stephen is everything. And I am ready to fight for him. No matter what you pull, I'll do you one better. Always one better. You wait and see. You just damn well better wait and see.
Cool cars, designer clothes, beach parties, and homework? Head to Homeroom. Catch Beverly Hills 90210 today at 5. Only on SoapNet. The new way to watch soaps.